Okay, so I have to follow this track apparently until I come to a silver gate, and there should be a sign against it that points me in the right direction for Loggerheads. Very nice, few people out walking along here. Okay, so I should have come across a metal gate with a signpost near to it telling me which way to go for Loggerheads, but there isn't one. However, I'm going to go over this stile because I think this stile will take me in the general direction and see if I can find the metal gate over here. If I don't, it's still a gorgeous walk. It's so isolated. Fantastic. There's no rat race around here, that's for sure. go faster trainers on today. Bright laces in case I get lost in the dark. So it looks like Loggerheads is up this way. Apparently, I was just speaking to a couple before, and apparently it's quite a trek, she said, to Loggerheads this way. Doesn't actually say which way that goes, where that leads to. But anyway, yes, apparently it's quite a trek to Loggerheads, and once I get there I have to look out for adders because of the heat. They're basking under the rocks, and there's rocks lining some of the pathways, so yeah, we'll see how I get on. I'll follow this track, see how easy it is, and if there's any other signs as I go along to point me in the right direction, because if I get lost in these hills, well, I can't even call for the cavalry, can I, because I wouldn't be able to tell him where I am. Wow, big tree this is. It's not an oak tree, beech tree, is it? Look at that, amazing. It's trees growing out of trees, beautiful. I should have known what sort of tree that is. It's a massive hazelnut tree. I should have recognised the leaves because we've got those at the top of our garden. But yeah, I mean, it's ever so slightly bigger than the one we've got, and the ones we've got must have been here for hundreds of years. Fabulous. All the husks on the ground around the bottom, that's how I knew it was hazelnut, plus the leaves. Lovely. So I'm going to follow this style. This is supposedly leading into Loggerheads. That's if I can get over it. It looks a bit rickety. And then the question is, left or right? I presume it will be left. I'm definitely going to get totally lost this time. I think I've been down here. In fact, I'm sure I have. On one of the other walks. That's right, because I went left and it brought me through to a number of very pretty cottages, and then here it brought me to the main road, and I think that leads into Gwenafield, I think. So I'm going to go this way, see where it leads. So I've gone really wrong somewhere. I've just reread the instructions that this guy gave me, and I don't know whether there's something missing from the instructions or I've gone sailing past the silver gate that he keeps mentioning, because I definitely haven't seen one. So I'm going to head back the way I came, see if I can see a silver gate somewhere. Very strange though. So I've put the map on my phone. I'm going to go onto the lane because it doesn't seem to show me the way over the fields or over the Havard. So apparently I can get to it from Cadole, so that's where I'm walking to now. Would you believe it? This brings me out onto the Havard Road, which is the lane at the back of my house. But obviously a lot further along. So I'm just going to follow the map. There you go. I'm just going to follow the map. Just come out of our house, followed the Havard Road and got here. But that wasn't the aim. The aim was to go across country to find Loggerheads. It didn't work. Okay, so I've had a change of mind now because this Havard Road brings me onto that busy road there where I had to turn left, and there isn't any footpath all the way down, because I don't know whether you remember from some of my other footage where I actually showed the quarry and I went past that way and I was trying to find Cadole and eventually I did, but Loggerheads is that way, so I don't want to have to walk all along that busy road with no footpath. So I'm back on the road at the back of my house. I'll have another go at some point, but I'm really annoyed with myself and with the directions really that I had, because they weren't very accurate. So. And even when I came to that signpost that said Loggerheads, then it sort of brought you to a track, and then you could either turn left, right, or go straight ahead, and there was no sign to say which way to go for Loggerheads. So I went left because I thought that was leading towards that way, but then that brought me to a dead end, so I don't know. It's really frustrating when things are meant to be signposted and they're only signposted so far and then the signposts drop off. Mo. Just annoyed with myself. Having a bit of light refreshment on my walk home. Here ends another failed walk by Leslie Waddell. That's what I think I'll call it. Title this walk, another failed walk. Never mind, it's much easier to go along the main road. It's only up the road from our house, straight road right the way to Loggerheads, but like I said before, the entrance is all closed off at the moment because all of the country park walks are closed due to COVID-19. So I was hoping I might be able to find my way into the woodland and by the river, going cross country, but it ain't happening, I'm afraid, due to my total lack of direction and probably a bit scared to be too adventurous as well, because I'm not used to walking cross country, and I don't know, a lot of those where I was very, very lonely. Not that I think there's any danger or anything, but once I get lost in the middle of nowhere, I don't know. I don't know how easy it will be to find my way back, because the sat-nav doesn't, or Google doesn't seem to, it'll pick up where you are, but then it takes you back to the nearest road rather than shows you the tracks that you could take cross country to get to where you want to go. I don't know whether there is an app. I'll have to have a look actually when I get back to see if I can find an app that actually shows you the cross country routes instead of taking you to a main road so you can walk the main road. If there is, then that would be great if I can find something like that, because that'll help me a lot. Anyway, that's it folks. Until tomorrow probably. Bye.